Here's your rock. These rocks were brought in by this young man here.
Yeah, I should have brought my rock. I painted. I have a rock like that, and it has a Chinese.
This one right there.
I drew. I made it with that too, red and black marker.
We're gathered here today because we're in a grave crisis. The biggest crisis that we have ever had is here today. Why? Because the government has decided to attack the Creator. They have already destroyed part of our sites over here, and it pains me to come and see all this destruction without them paying any attention to us. So right now I just thought it would be nice if we just introduce ourselves. I'd like to just introduce first our good man here. Hadn't been for this young man. He says, "Get up, Figueroa." So I gotta get up. Anyway, this is Miguel Rosas from Yuma. Please, Miguel Rosas.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here to protect Mother Earth, and I believe that these rocks, they do speak to us, and they have saved us in the past, and they do have a message for us to save the future. But if we destroy the evidence, we'll never know the message behind these sacred geoglyphs.
Right here, we're standing right here, where a long geoglyph, it was around 50 feet long and around 5 feet wide. And it went straight true north. And how do I know it's straight true north? Because it goes all the way. And you come here at nighttime, you'll see right up there on top, you'll see the North Star. And that North Star doesn't travel. It's no longer here.
So all of it's gone.
All of it's gone.
How long was it?
Around 50 feet long. Give or take.
And we're right there now.
We're right here. Right here. We're standing right here. And right here. This was the edge.
Well, I'm actually pretty pissed off at the BLM because apparently their base is to dismiss the legitimacy of the sites out here is based on an aerial photo. And technically speaking, that's no way to study something for archaeology. And so by doing all of this fast tracking and rushing all of these projects through, they did not do their job. The BLM needs to be held accountable for this.
And for the BLM to come up with these asinine comments that Google Earth wasn't even here. When did Google Earth start?
Google Earth.
Started when did Google Earth start?
6 or 7 years ago.
How long?
6 or 7 years ago.
6 or 7 years ago. And they say that they didn't see the Google Earth. That's their justification. So we know that they're a bunch of idiots. You saw over there where we had the signs, that was part of the sun. That's been destroyed forever too. This right here was destroyed,
right
and
here.
right across the watch was destroyed too.
Okay.
Yes. This used to be the sun right here. Part of the sun. It got, you see the eastern part of the sun. That's why we know this the sun, because the arrows are going towards the sun, and we know that the sun rises at the east. They're so simple, and yet we think that they're so complicated because, well, for the Europeans it was complicated. That's why they wanted to destroy everything. So now Ken Salazar brags that he's the 12th descendant of Juan de Oñate. Juan de Oñate is the worst murderer that the people from New Mexico had ever met. He's the one that killed a lot of the Zunis and the Pueblos, and he shot their feet off when they rebelled. So we're saying that what Juan de Oñate couldn't destroy, Ken Salazar is going to try to destroy. One of the Mexica's prophecies is this. It's going to be in my another book. It's this. When the rocks surge, look at there. When the rocks surge by themselves, then we know that the rocks are speaking the truth.
The blatant lack of respect, and in fact there's a lawsuit actually in progress, and they're just going ahead and plowing and devastating and ruining things. It's just unbelievable. And I think we're at a point in our history where it isn't just about one issue, it's about where do we go with our taking care of the earth. We all know we've hit a point where there's no return. So going green, ruining things to go green is completely an oxymoron. It doesn't make sense. We can't afford to ruin anything else.
I always think about how the native people are their religious spirituality. I know I had a problem one time, a serious problem, and I couldn't control myself. I went to preachers, and brother-in-law, and some way preachers down in Parker preach their way, the Christian way. Get that out of me. Didn't work. Didn't work at all. And one day I just thought to myself, says, I need to go to our own areas. Thanks to Dale's dad that, he taught me some of these things. And there's an area, they call it the birthing rock. You go through it, you're reborn over. I called his dad, what time of the day can I go out there? Because it was raining a little bit, early in the morning. Go anytime you want. But I'm going to tell you this one thing. I'm going to warn you one time. You listen close, because I'm not going to tell you the second time. Don't you take anything out there bad with you.
Yeah, okay.
And a lot of anger. Crazy feeling in me.
Can you pull that a little more?
Want to hurt somebody.
Can you pull yours a little more?
A lot of hate in me.
Read it. Yeah.
But that's not me. That's something was controlling me. Anybody can tell you that's not me. I went out there. For the first time in my life, I went through that rock.
Right here.
Yeah, pull the tops tighter.
Right here, this used to be the sun. You like the sun? What you destroyed? You see what you guys are doing? Bunch of idiots. The money, follow the money, but we're going to be together. We'll be together one of these days. What you destroyed here will never be replaced.
You could tell people had went through it. Real opening on the other side for 1,000 years because it's shiny there.
You're going to be on TV. You're going to be on TV all over.
No joke.
So you want to make a comment? Right now's the time. I know who you represent.
And I had to work that afternoon in Laughlin, Nevada. But as I was left the area, I had to go to work. Driving on the freeway, I felt that stress going out of my body. I felt that anger go out of me, that hate go out of me. That's what these places are about, a rock. Rocks speak to you, we're saying. And that's why I went to that area. That's what we are. And I still go back there in that area every now and then. Not because I just want them, because that's our area, that's our place. Got a helicopter coming out. Hey, better call some more in.
Is your cultural representative here? The native representative? I don't see him. You're not following the regulations. Where's the cultural officer? He's supposed to be here.
Alfredo.
Who's interested in us? 'Cause we are them.
Yeah, it's not every day that you get people like us out here. You know?
GPSing where they are, putting them on my maps, and then looking at the BLM documentation that outlines the project area. It looks to me like Kokopelli is not in the project area, but not by very much. It's right on the border. However, the temple to the underworld is in one of the sections named in the section list in the BLM documentation that is inside the project area. And there's a couple more sites right next to the temple to the underworld, and those also are inside the boundary. So those are in extreme danger.
Well, we call this place where we're at the temple. It's we call it the temple because instead of being like a pyramid, it's a pyramid down. Everything is up and everything is down. So right here we have 16 levels, 16 lines that represent levels, and 7 on the top, and 9 are going down straight to that mountain over there, and you can see his face. He's looking straight at Miguel, and he sees him. He says, "What are you doing there, Miguel?" "Well, I'm with Figueroa." "Okay, Pay attention, he says. His name is Texcalipoca. And in the topo map, it's called El Tosco. El Tosco means the hefty. Hefty is like this. That's why he's the one that's over here, that geoglyph over here, that descends from that mountain over there. That far mountain is called Tamoanchan. If you saw the movie of Avatar, the Avatar movie was representing that mountain over there. Tamoanchan. That's what we say where sky meets earth. That's why right here is so sacred. Now here we go over there, and here we go over there, and here we are seeing Quetzalpatet. Quetzalpatet is Quetzalcoatl's duality, the woman. This is the center, right in the center. And we are right in the center of the whole Blythe Solar Panel Project.
What I plotted several months ago, temple right here is in the boundary. The boundary stops, actually it takes a jog, boundary stops, it's an east-west boundary about 300 meters down in that direction south of us. And then on the other side of that boundary is not inside the project.
Does it include the trailers?
No, I don't think it probably stops before that.
See, that's why
Can't
they're going
imagine
to
it
clean
would.
those up. They're basically saying, well, we screwed up this entire area here, but we'll just put a Band-Aid on it by cleaning up the trash on the. It's stupid.
Well, if that's inside the boundary, and my speculation would be that these construction people would clean that up in a day or two.
You know, if it's outside, though,
If it's
it makes
outside,
them
it's something
look,
else.
But it makes them look good.
Yeah.
It makes them look like they're, helping the environment.
Exactly. Oh yeah, definitely.
That's what they do.
Definitely.
PR.
Exactly.
PR.
And then, like he said, the Board of Supervisors might be getting some of that stimulus money too.
Could be.
So, who knows? I'm not involved in those kind of. That's not my department. My department is to let you know what it means to us, why it's so sacred, and why we greatly appreciate all the participation of you people that came from so far to participate here with us, to make some effort and let them know that we're not going to take this. We're going to continue the battle. According to Miguel, he wants to come every weekend. So I'm with him 100%.